back to our channel. My name's Taylor, and today I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite things in the whole world, organization. For those of you who don't know me, I am a huge fan of organization. Everything in my house is organized, and I work on it every single day. It's not something that you do one time and it's done forever. It's a constant process that takes time to keep up. But if you're anything like me, you enjoy doing it and it's really not work. So today I noticed that my fridge was looking a little bit messy. So I decided that I would film a video for you so you could see my process in which I use to clean the fridge. Now, little disclaimer, my husband is not 100% vegan, so we do have some dairy products and I believe a couple of fish products in the fridge. So they're not mine, I promise, they're my husband's. I don't like to use cleaning products around my food. I prefer just hot soapy water. Also, I should tell you, I need to go to the grocery store, so my fridge is going to be a little bit empty, but I'm going to make a list along the way of things that I need. I like to clean my fridge before I go to the grocery store, so that way I know everything that I have, everything that I need to get, and when I come home with my items, my fridge is already clean and ready to put the new food in. Okay, so I have my little helper with me and we are gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna work in sections today. Instead of emptying out everything in the fridge, I'm just gonna do one shelf at a time. And what you wanna do is work from the top down. Notable mention, if you guys haven't tried bitchin' sauce before, you're really missing out. Okay, now that the top shelf is empty, I'm gonna go ahead and wet my cloth with hot water. We're gonna start putting things back into the fridge, and what we're gonna do is group them into categories. So we make a lot of Asian food, so we have a lot of Asian items in our fridge, but we don't use them every day. So what I like to do is take things such as tamarind paste and put those in the back corner. So I know where all of our Asian food is in case we ever want to make curry or pad thai or stir fry. We have all of our Asian ingredients together. Now, as you put your stuff away, make sure you wipe them down. So for the other side of the fridge, what I'm gonna do is group things together that are not specifically Asian, but also things that we don't really use that often. If you guys haven't used this Better Than Bouillon vegetable base, it's amazing. Another thing I like to keep in there, of course, is baking soda, and I change this out probably once a year. This is also a good time to go through your fridge and see things you don't need. As we come to the front, put things in order of things that you use the least amount in the back and things that you reach for daily closer to the front. Another important thing is to make sure that your labels are facing out so that when you look in the fridge, you can see what you're looking at, and also it looks a lot better. My top shelf is finished, and as you can see, all of the labels are facing out, and the items of importance are placed towards the front. I lost my helper, so this should go a little bit quicker. Okay, shelf number 2 is emptied out. Now for some more hot water on a rag. Make sure you clean the underside of the top shelf while you have everything out. This shelf typically has a couple of cartons of spinach, but I need to go to Costco and I'm writing that on my list. We also have a lot of leftovers right now. In any case, if I have leftovers, it's usually going on this middle shelf. That ensures that we eat them before they go bad. I always keep a container in my fridge of either cooked quinoa or rice because it's so easy to throw together with tofu or vegetables, even in a salad. So it's really great to have this on hand. In the back, I keep the taller items that we like, but we don't typically use every day. Again, we use that same philosophy. Coconut aminos is a must-have for every vegan. I've also been loving my vegan mac and cheese sauce. I keep a mason jar of that in my fridge. If I want to dip French fries or chips in it, I always have that on hand. Okay, so shelf number 2 is now finished. Again, we have all of our leftovers on this side, all of our regular food on this side. I usually stack about 3 almond milks back to back, and I usually always have spinach in replace of all those leftovers. Now onto shelf number 3. Usually Sprouts has really good sales on their berries, but you have to look for them. My husband will go and get these for about 80 cents a package. So when they're on sale like that, we load up. On the bottom shelf, I like to keep my bread items. I usually have like a big bag of veggies that I get at Costco that won't fit in the veggie drawer. This week it is zucchini, and those hide nicely down in the bottom. If you have 2 of the same, it's a good idea to marry items. And we always keep bread in the fridge because it stays fresher longer. The fridge is looking so much better already. And now it's time to move on to our drawers. I think it's really important to take the drawers out of the fridge. This is something that we always have in our fridge. Cut up purple cabbage. It stays good forever, and it's so good to just throw on top of tacos, in salads, in stir fry. Plus, cruciferous vegetables are amazing for your health. What we're gonna do is, instead of just wiping this, I'm gonna rinse it out. So I like to have one of the drawers be full of things that should stay crispy. For instance, celery, kale and lettuce, cabbage, and broccoli. We'll save these for the other drawer. So for this drawer, I like to have things like fruits and hard vegetables, carrots, bell pepper, broccoli slaw. I always keep my citrus in this drawer. And then my garlic and my onion I'm going to keep in this drawer also. One thing my husband does is he likes to keep brown sugar in one of these drawers. If you store it in your pantry, it tends to harden really quickly. We've had this bag forever and it's still super moist. So that's a great tip. to the dairy drawer. This is a good time to tell you that we do have an extra refrigerator down in the garage, and it's where we keep all of our beverages, also our dry pasta, and anything frozen that we have double of. Okay, now our shelves are organized and so are our drawers. Everything is in here nice and neat. We can see everything that we have and also on the bottom. Okay, now we're going to tackle all of the condiments. So again, we're going to work from the top down. We're going to take everything out of its place and wipe down as we go. Make sure your labels face out. So something that's different from my condiments than the rest of my fridge is I like to take everything out. It's not always easy when you're trying to organize and your daughter won't sleep. So, have you guys ever tried these teethers before? They're from Happy Baby and they're organic and they're a great time saver for when you're trying to get stuff done around the house. Back to it. So for my top shelf, I'm going to put things that we use the most often. For instance, Just Mayo, which is a vegan mayo, and it's excellent. Our salad dressings, I have some vegan Caesar here. Usually I like to make my own salad dressing, but for nights when you're in a crunch, these are fabulous. I love the Sprouts organic apple cider vinaigrette. It's really good. For the second shelf, save this for my Asian stuff. Just Mayo also has a chipotle flavor, and this is so good inside of chickpea salad and to dip your French fries into. And then on the bottom shelf, I typically put things that I don't use very often. This is sort of the side that we don't use that often, but what I'll do is just kind of wipe everything down and make sure that the labels are faced out. How's your cookie, huh? Is that good? Yes! You're being such a good girl while Mommy cleans. Okay, so our fridge is done and it looks fabulous and it feels so good to have a clean fridge, you guys. I'm telling you. You know what you have, you know what you need, and it's great. For the freezer, it's gonna be the same thing. What we're gonna do is just lay everything out on the counter. And I like to work quickly here because you don't want all of your stuff to get warm. And another quick disclaimer is that we do have meat in our fridge because when we have dinner parties, we don't always invite vegans. Okay, so we've laid everything out on the counters. Sissy's working on her cracker. And it looks to me like we've got a little bit of a mess on our hands. Okay, now that the freezer is thoroughly wiped out and cleaned, we can start putting things back. So at the bottom right, I like to keep things that we don't eat, such as meats. And then in this bottom left thing, it's gonna be like frozen vegetables and nuts. I think it's important to keep your nuts in the freezer because it keeps them fresh. These are a must-have in the freezer at all times, veggie burgers. Okay, now we're gonna move up to the drawer that I use most of the time. That's gonna hold things such as, frozen berries. My husband likes these bean, rice, and cheese burritos. All of our boxed items I like to put on top together. I have some leftover soup here. I also have some homemade baby food that I have frozen. It's good timing that we're finished because this little girl has had enough. And it's time to give you some milkers, isn't it? But our freezer is fully done. Now we can see everything that we've got in here. And everything is displayed nicely. All right, that's it for my fridge cleaning and organization video. I hope you guys liked it. And again, I want to say that having a clean fridge is a wonderful way to start being able to cook better in the kitchen. When your fridge is clean, you know what you have and you know what you need. And it's kind of like the first step in making really yummy meals for your family. So if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. I was thinking about doing my pantry organization if any of you want to see that. So just let me know in the comments below. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.